Hello everyone and welcome back to Gear 360's adventures in modded Minecraft, specifically the Crackpack 2. Last time I kind of gave you a basic overview of the base, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I told you that as I got into some of the higher end items I'd kind of show you what I was doing and how I was thinking about them. Unfortunately, I got sidetracked with other things, mostly binge playing on here, which happens far too easily for me. So, let me give you a quick rundown about the changes. I found Spanish moss. Well, specifically, I made Spanish moss, and I'll show you why that is a little bit later. I think this was up. Yeah, this was definitely up. I was getting so much zombie flesh that I switched it over so that I can get monster jerky instead. So that is a good change for me. As soon as I run out of this steak, which I just never seem to run out of, then I'll switch over to exclusively monster jerky. But I think the biggest change going on right now is this lovely little baby over here. That was the door, and that's another story. I'll get to that in a second. This is going to be my big reactor, specifically yellorium, because I get a lot of yellorium. And I've already built kind of the outline. It's going to be this great big 4x4 model. And I've got what else I need to finish it in the chest over there. But I set this up so I could run the wire. And I may kind of show you how the wire runs through the base a little bit later. Basically, anywhere in this entire ring of pink fences can be wired up fairly simply. So I'm going to reach in here and kind of clear out my inventory here so I can do this all in one go. Alright, so I'm going to start with the reactor controller, which I think I'm going to put here, just so I can access it fairly easily, and then surround that with reactor glass. Next, I'm going to want the control rods, which go in the top. See there? Those up at the top. Then I want the fuel rods essentially hanging. Then I want the access ports. Let's have an input port here and an output port here. And then the rest of it I fill in with, ready? Boom. Reactor glass. And what I have here is a multi-block structure of the big reactor. Now, I can come in here and kind of see what's going on. No temperature, nothing out, no millibuckets of waste at all, and I can have it auto-ejecting the waste. Anyway, so I'm going to decide to have this one as inlet. This one's going to be, hello, an outlet. There we go. And it should be ready. So now all I have to do, in theory, is go get a couple of yellorium ingots. And while I do that, I'll kind of explain where I am right now. So first off, if I jump or fall and don't take any damage, or I jump really high and you hear a noise, it's because of these dark boots. I actually hadn't gotten quite there yet when I got them, but Badger, I'm convinced that the Badger does not sleep, because he has been on here every night for hours, like before I get on and long after I get off. And it's just, in my opinion, kind of crazy, but whatever. And he's the one who built these doors. From, I guess, Melissa's doors, and he installed these and put a player sensor over it, so when I walk up it opens and all that. And I kind of liked how it looked and felt, so I left it. So let's put in the fuel. Alright, everything is hooked up. Let us activate the reactor. Here we go. Alright, now we've got energy conduit going. Let's see if my machines are filling up. Now, a lot of my machines, especially the farming machines, I've got back here. So I think we'll come here and... Alright, it's full. Oop. And this is full, which means that I can close up that hole. That's very good. I like to see that. So I'm going to come over here. Lots of people on tonight, but by lots I mean the very small number of people who have been invited. There they all are. Oh yeah, over here. Yeah, that's full. Let's make sure everything is configured just so. I had this hooked up because I wanted to, let's get this back on the bar. It's where I store all of my tools and machinery and stuff. Yoink, there we go. Alright, so that is the cord that runs over to, I'm going to call them cords even though they're cables technically. Excellent. That is exactly what I like to hear, though I don't know why it's not running. Let's try that now. Anything? No essence. But there's a huge tank of... Oh, I know what it is. Okay. Let me get some of these fluid conduits out. And we will go like that. That should do it. Alright, and where's my wrench? There it is. Nope, whoop, easy. There we go. Guarantee you... Yep, there it goes. It wasn't getting any essence because it wasn't coming from up here. That's exactly what it was. Oh, disabled. There we go. And let's disable you too. Disable. And extract. Why is there no... Oh, blast it. It's always something, isn't it? There we go. That's what I like to see. And it's filling up. Good. And it's looking like all of the power from that reactor is keeping up. That is beautiful. All right, so let me see here. Now that I've got my reactor up, I built a little extra room off to the side over here where I have put all of my equipment, and luckily I can get rid of these babies. Glad to have them. They were a literal lifesaver for me when I was setting all this up. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's not going up all that fast, so what's going on here? Nothing. So this is the back, I want to say. And we'll have that be, well, whatever. So this is the face. So let's switch that to output. Is that orange? I think that's orange. Yeah, it's orange. Alright, so now it's outputting. Oh, rather quickly. I wonder what's going on there. Bit concerned. So here's the back, maybe? Okay, so something's going on. This is increasing. Good. Power reserves here are holding. Let's grab onto that. Holding. Holding. Excellent. It looks like everything's holding firm, which is what I like to see. So I built this room over here where I can hold all of my specific machinery, and I'll clean up the cables as we go. Because I knew we were going to do the large reactor over there, I took all of my wiring out completely and basically started over, at least on the cables and such. And this is just a temporary setup. Over here is where I've started a little witchery. Computer Badger. Dear Badger. Likes to hang out over here at my base quite a bit. And one day he comes over and I hear ding, ding, ding. I says. Now I've watched enough modded to know exactly what that sound is. And I found him over here with a couple of vials, specifically tag lock kits. And he had grabbed my tag lock, like 3 vials of it, which is not okay for me. So I said, okay, if that's how you want to play. So I got my own set of tag locks. And I brought them over here, and I've got 3 tag locks for my dear friend, the badger. And I will be using those sparingly because I am a good person, contrary to his opinions. And we'll see, I know a little bit about poppets. But moving on to advancements here in the base, I have set up a sorting system, and it is a mess. Oh, actually, I should probably disconnect all of these lines here so that they have to travel the whole... Ooh, I should do that. I'll do that off camera and mess with that. But basically, everything in here will at some point, I suppose, maybe 3 chests won't, but eventually we'll have a filter in it. And it's all labeled. Odd gems are like the Certus quartz and the envy shards, and oddly enough, these applied energistic presses count as gems. I guess because they use the same data value 4098, as the Certus quartz crystals 4098, gems down here, for some reason I count lapis and ender pearls as gems. I guess the ender pearls make sense. But yeah, I've got all sorts of fun stuff, and then these chests are just atrocious. So I'll have to find some way to sort through those. But a really nice thing that I just remembered I set up before recording is I've got a quarry set up and probably running right now over in the distance. We'll go get that. But first I want to collect my dark leggings and my jetpack and check on the power situation. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm going to go, now that everything is kind of charged. Yeah, thank you, lag. I'm going to turn off my reactor, I think. Maybe not. I may leave it for a little bit. And I really do love to use the glider to get around on this server. Unfortunately, my connection is slow, so I sometimes can't. But oh well, it's not for lack of trying. And look at that. There it sits, off in the distance. Going to town. Now this is one whole chunk. I very specifically set it up so it's inside of one chunk. And it's all going into here and being pulled out into here, where it is being placed, oddly enough. Is this filling up? Yeah, but I think it's keeping up. Where it's being placed back home into the sorting system. Hopefully it will stay sorted, but there's no telling. I'm going to go ahead while I'm here and add an extra chest just as a buffer. Now, one of the rules of this server, and it's a very important rule, is that we are not allowed to use buildcraft pipes. Specifically because the guy who owns and runs the server says they cause a bunch of lag. And quite frankly, I have had some experience with buildcraft in the past, and it does seem to. And one way or the other, I'm not a big fan of buildcraft pipes anyway. But unfortunately, Ender.io does not interface with the buildcraft quarry, so I'm just using the chest as a catch-all, and then out of the chest with the Ender.io pipes and into the very special, where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. The very special Ender chest here, which I can access from anywhere. Come on, work. Nope. Nope, doesn't look like my glider's going to work for me. I can access from anywhere through my Ender pouch, and you can see how that's going. And it'll access any Ender chest of the same colors. And that's pretty much what I've been up to here lately, is just setting up to turn on that generator, getting everything ship shape, as it were. And I think from here, I'm just going to run some more fluid cables, specifically the fluid cables, to machines like this harvester here and the other two harvesters, things that produce sludge, so I can set up my sludge boiler again. That'd be nice. What's going on? Tipsy. Oh. Badger's been working on things. Yeesh. But anyway, I think that's it for now. One final thing. I set up a magma crucible to grab any cobblestone that, I get in, because I get a lot of cobblestone, and turn it into lava so I don't ever run out. Because goodness knows cobblestone is an infinite resource if you know how to do it. But that's me for you. I think next time we may go visiting. Oh, hello. Land, perch like a majestic eagle. Perch. There we go. I think next time we may go visiting. Badger, Slash, and Radia are out there, and of course Akark. Irish Tea is new to the server. I think they joined 2 nights ago, but we may visit them at some point. And so, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I've been Gear360. This is the Crackpack 2, and you've been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.